This is my Back to the Future presentation and review. Now, the director is Robert Zemeckis. He's directed The Christmas Carol 2009 and Polar Express 2004. Actors, some of the notable actors are Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly. He's appeared in other movies such as Teen Wolf and Greedy, 1994. We got Christopher Lloyd as Dr. Emmett Brown. He's appeared in Clue, 1985, and Back to the Future trilogy, obviously, from 1985 to 1990. We also got Thomas F. Wilson as Biff Tannen, and he also has appeared in The Heat 2013 and Epic 2013. We got Crispin Glover as George McFly, and he's appeared in Alice in Wonderland 2010 and River's Edge 1986. Now, the awards is won the best effects / sound effects editing in the Oscars in 1986. It is also in the Academy of Science Fiction and Horror Films. It has won Best Science Fiction Film. It has won Best Actor. Michael J. Fox won the award for Best Actor and Best Special Effects by Kevin Pike. Now here's the synopsis. I'm going to give a short version of this. Marty McFly hangs around his friend Dr. Emmett Brown. After Dr. Emmett Brown gets killed by terrorists, he travels back to the past, and he tries to fix his relationship with his parents in the past, and also he tries to get back to the future with Dr. Emmett Brown. Now, the first thing I will be going over is the characters. Now, characters, when it comes to me, are the most important aspect of the film. The main duo has a very strong personality. They really bounce off each other very well. I love Marty and Dr. Emmett Brown. The eccentricness of Dr. Emmett Brown and Marty McFly fit each other, and the cockiness of Marty McFly is perfect, in my opinion. The Biff, in my opinion, is the best representation of a bully-type character in one of these films. I think he does the archetype of a bully character perfectly. I love how he gets put in his place at multiple points of the film. I also love how Marty's parents act completely different compared to their future counterparts, such as his mother being more flirty and being willing to park with him, even though she said that in the future that she would not do that. Now, the quote I will be responding to is one by James Bernard Dinelli. Back to the Future is played neither entirely seriously nor entirely for laughs, and therein lies the nature of the success. It's funny and breezy, but doesn't descend to a level where the characters are a little more than plots or jokes. I agree with this. Not all of the characters feel unique, even the background characters, and every character were completely memorable to me. Now I will be going over special effects. Special effects were amazing, in my opinion. They were very flashy. Any scene with the Mandalorian was a treat for the eyes, in my opinion. It was very advanced for the time it was done, 1985. The quote I will be responding to: in the long history of time travel movies, there's never been a time machine quite like Dr. Brown's. There's almost nothing as much as a customized DeLorean. I agree with him. There is no time machine like the DeLorean. I don't think we'll ever be able to get such an iconic time machine as this.
Go sit if you're not going to behave.
Now,
I'm listening.
the pacing, I love this movie, but there was one thing I had to point out was the pacing that I didn't really like. The beginning felt really slow. Any scene without Dr. Emmett Brown kind of felt slow. When trying to put the parents back together, that's when the movie truly shines. But I just think a few bit of patching up with the pacing would be a lot better. The quote I'll be responding to: Zemeckis plays as much. The quote I will be responding to is one by James Bernard Dinelli. Zemeckis plays much of this with a light touch, but then there are opportunities for some excitement, as when Marty has a deadline to get to the finish line, or risks not getting to 1986 until he's middle-aged. He milks it for all it's worth. Back to the Future leaves viewers a little breathless but not drained. I disagree with this. It didn't really feel me breathless. In fact, it left me wanting more, which the second film in the series much supplied. I will now be going over the music. It has a very uplifting tone, very roaring sound. The 80s and the 50s music clash perfectly with each other. It also, for anyone that was born in the 80s or 50s, this will play kind of a nostalgic tone for them. And the quote I will be responding to is one by James Berardinelli. When the film is watched today, some 25 years after its release, nostalgia is double-barreled, now that the 80s scenes are as evocative as the 50s material. I agree with him. They are... any scene with 80s or 50s music is amazing to watch and see. I love watching these parts, and anyone who was born during these times should also feel nostalgic. Now, overall rating, I gave this movie a 4 out of 5 stars. It's one of the best sci-fis out there, in my opinion. The only one small little thing being the pacing, stopping it from being a 5 out of 5, in my opinion. It has amazing soundtracks and characters they'll get you coming back many times over and over. Special effects are amazing, and I think they are advanced for the time that they came out in. And it's a very good film. Why you should see it is that it's a very good film for sci-fi geeks such as myself. The jokes are hilarious, and every time they will make you laugh. And it's amazing candy for the eyes. Those are my sources, and that's it. There you go.